Last part of the show, no, Emma Anopei. My special guest Anopei, lawyer William Kusi. Lawyer in charge of communication for Kennedy Ohene Ejapon campaign team in the Ashanti region. Lawyer Kwaba.
Mejusu muni atanko.
Na wapo mie?
Yesu hwe medodo.
Eda Yesu ase. Te ohwel. Na campaign ko say
Nyame adom yegusu pa. In fact, this time is submarine. You might not see.
Said
Nipa exactly. Because I call one-on-one nani delegates kasa. Now church the NTA. And you also mudi sikechi. And na boshe bi echi na omuto aba. Ema obi obetimi edi partner nim. Edi partner konkunum die emu. Enti eno ne yeye. Na yegusu pa anso nim se baby ebeko bia anso ye gye aba. And we are so confident with little effort no. Enye den kra mai.
So say mujiri say mubenya level playing field. At the point we complaining about that. And the Muma Alan crowd withdraw from the race because say on the level playing field bia mujiri say mubenya.
Osi enya. Because enya yenti ase. And this should be made clear to everybody. We are in a civil society. Yewe kuo yahihye mra. Emra na de boku no ho ban so ahu. Enti sa abaye kotu emra da ho. And we are expecting say emra no pepepe na de be adwuma. One vote ye busu bako will not accept the results. Not even one pe. And that is the position we have taken now. And you know they don't have a choice. They have to do what is right and needful. That's all. Se ekase kotu aba na se o de ballot chere ni ye reject here. It should apply everywhere. And the one pair ekochiwa abano yanto. That is the position.
Wow.
And it's so you know that it's so with every election.
Yeah.
That is why there's election petition. You to aba na se be court na the court na se evidence of data. The court has a duty to annul the election. And that is what is going to happen this time round.
Okay. Now it's just about it's less than 2 months to the elections, the main elections when they be elected. What me say you are now doing submarine.
Yeah.
Meaning there's more underground na more ye mo juma ewo ho. The na party no eka. The na omo eka so far almost saying.
You mean party supporters delegates? Say omo party the person rescue party no. Na omunya obi a wote party na se obeye nhihye ama party na tumpon. Minua ye ba aban mu under this government. Your party office ye mfa block back nka ho.
You mean the Ashanti region?
National everywhere.
So compared to that of the NDC.
Exactly. And it's a concern to the party members. You come catching say and a party move for also interest is not sought after. Okay, I say your man will be position or say president for party for. But agroni the the ordinary nenam from gatemu a conquer for campaigns from say and these people when by chance or by divine means nyame the 2 minimum you have to look after them, otherwise now you bonia any. And this is what they are saying, that they want omope obi obeti omase no be boa party ma ama oma brabo mpuntu aba so omo ye adwuma bresa omo so benye obi ombehwe nanim aka se agya yenso ebre enti se adodode aba omo ye bini. And when I say that, I mean that say o compare adwuma na say there is evidence of boa party na party ni nya tumia o say etimi consider ni pa adwuma ma wo ye.
Eti say o share baby e ma clarify that because the last time we met you talked about number 1.
Yes.
Again number 1.
Yes.
Me say we some for number 1, I was like this man said something in the studios. Say 1 no signify. Which ready signify. Again must you go for number 1.
I mean can't story bring to Pharaoh bi sunda na on tiase in fact one so back was so no prenu but he had a dream, different versions of them. Fortunately, Joseph Bayo interpreted dream na in. Now he made one important spiritual statement which I made in the studio today. Or see, anytime it happens twice, it means it is confirmed in heaven. Yes. Nothing can happen to change it. And what they did was that he gave Joseph the authority to look for a solution or see banks, warehouses, or dear brogum, send here. Now or so die, and we are dear Bamua, resolve. What has happened with the second picking of the first in just heaven? It is settled in heaven. Nothing. Opa Mkofa and Chini bottom man among we. I told you the other time here. Send me the minimadia bakope. It doesn't matter what happened at the special delegates. The next person will be sworn in as president is Kennedy Japan. And I'm repeating it today. All these things that are going on, but the final thing has been done in heaven. It has been settled and sealed. Nothing. And if you are spiritually intelligent, you follow what is pertaining in the spirit realm and you'll be successful. If you want to challenge it, you embarrass yourself. And to the economy, what do you hear? By middle of October, nobody will tell you Kennedy is winning. Why down particular say he's winning? They have spoken bold and wide. Bring the money, but we have a choice. And that is why we are urging the party to have fairness. A responsibility also and say yakwa pro near campaign. Near Jama to abano number 2 abano. And we believe that that's also be a contest for candidates. San also be a near bar or my make your decision. No influence, no intimidation. And they know. Say no. So showdown now situation no say beginning and confront here. But it's now made explicitly clear, say showdown say I will beat you to the game. I will challenge any irregularity in the contest. We want justice and fairness. That is showdown. Or call committee and you may say, I've heard the Kotikoma for 2 rooms, government appointees near a polling station agents. He resisted it. That is showdown. He insisted that cannot happen. I'm not sure Martin resign, or did let Okoye say, Yasum. Yeah. And they brush it. Okoye say, no. This person has raised very cogent points, which affects the election itself. Now, as a party, we are resigning. I mean, these people. And Okoye challenge at the end of the day, before the balloting, they made a pronouncement on it, saying they will work on it. I'm some 3rd October or so. So we are waiting for the outcome. On one can say a friend called disciplinary committee said we're threatening by using the expression showdown. He went with evidence. 6 people who had been assaulted, deprived of their right to vote and all that. Or don't call committee nani. Avedomio manojum. Omo de shame. The outcome of your findings. Because somebody like General Secretary used the word threatening. When he's a lawyer, he should know better. We can show down what threatening. And Nanwa, Ubajik Kokan, so Mama showdown, what threatening. Ubajik, Unimo Ubajik. Well, my duty is not to mention any other person's name but Kennedy Japan, so that I can campaign for him. And Ubajik book be kind. How can be? Who can be one? I can be joined by private just time. I showdown. I know they are not all sitting tonight. It doesn't matter when you smile. The most important thing is the words used. I see president, vice president, my mom showdown. I'll beat you to the game. Says, I'll show you. Say, I have been in the game for a longer time than you people. I brought you to power. And I'll show you the means out. And seriously speaking, he didn't threaten anybody. Candidates. And now, look, there's a huge question about security going to November 4th. They say, are we going to allow ourselves to be beaten this way, or we should also organize our security? A big question for the party to answer. Because when it happened, they have taken no step. Yeah. And we need fairness. It's one party. Look, Kennedy Japan, he loses nothing when he doesn't become a president. Or share a here for. And this man is evident. Wa mass scholarships. Wa boa nipa. Ukon officer nipa salai no boa omo. He unim bibi. Since I'm in di na chima hu say enkrofo dadwene ne that means on no any problem. So even when he has a problem, he feels like solving others first before his. And this is a man that we are saying that let's give Ghana to him. Must say, Yanfankoma speech givers and it's a laughing jackass. I mean, what is that? This is a country that has the potential to develop. We should depart from the old status quo and look for people who are serious to develop the country.
People talk about Ken's temperament the last time.
Yeah.
Kasawa. You say, now no be interview Kesben.
Yes.
They out best again. Ken at it again.
He didn't know can no at it. He was smiling when he was speaking.
You say, in other words, on a Bantama member of parliament. Somehow can we how ye way me. I mean the temperament.
Well, Kennedy is an adult, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, and he has never hidden the fact or a temperamental. In fact, the word to be used for Kennedy, having known him now, is he's emotional. He's not temperamental. He's only emotional. And Adia, Ube take time. Say a diplomat, he want to present it as it is. So, or no, Uncle can be our can ask him say, Bantima Kofi Boacha react. So, and the war can say, I don't want to go there because me can say me expose this young man. About suicidal for him politically. And then Kobenya, a friend saying, acquire or defeating the court. Anas, once a maka. I say, I should be able to answer on the Ameswali. Then the first person to be arrested is the vice president. He's chairman of the Ghana Police Commission also. And if he has this information and he's hiding it, it's a criminal offense against the laws of Ghana. If he knows the killer, he and his team, so many killers no more see they are committing a criminal offense against Ghana. And they should quickly own up and tell the person who killed them and provide evidence. Where nipa bɔne fo ayo mo mamu ni omo nkasa o obi okasa bia na odi bɔne bɔne fo na odi bɔne wa ase. You see, until the two can they share the nipa bɔne ni you can't say Ken speak it as say ayi Bantima case. If he was somebody who could have pretended, smiled, ignore it and go back and give information to people just to use it. He's not like that. Only time for that. Our message, go around the tapes of what the other side goes to say. They have no message. Our message. We have reason why we should be elected. The other side has none. Be a factory no. The other side, Obajeke, Obedi ade factory send we be. Say she can on amo channel in factory. Special voting. Say we care about a factory. Now it's no more a secret because the chairman themselves will go to their constituents and tell them say sika minya ni yasime the media bro to any yakaso obi ji sika mo bi aka nje say we lawyer ni uni evidence wo mo anam say sika ya ji enti mudie ni and this evidence wo mo ji sika say sika na twitwire de no tu ya no enzi factory adena wote ho na onya me president one see factory amani kromfo anya bi anye now obi onu see factories for nipa no so no mo nya president a wo mo na president adentia wuti mesre ma speeches. Who told you? It's a school man, Kobi and Kabami Abao. Seriously speaking, what they do academically has nothing to do with the realities on the ground. Ubo PhD doesn't mean that you can lead a nation. A book in Wasuya, Brunia, you know what on Wakusia. The attitude if ye and then him DNA, and yet was your Brunia. And here, this school, why, please, wisdom does not lie in books. Knowledge bi na wa kwa but say nyansa de obi onim nyansa ne de wabo bra yahu say ade asay wa fa aye say obi nya adwuma wa fa adwuma aye no obi betwam ayi konfa no che okọ ho abes ni no akofa ni sika to bes e de che ni nyansa ene friend nyansa enye say wa be ma oba do wa no be for nipa no waja hoko. That's not wisdom. Everybody can do it. Edi penipa o su edibu man a eye Kennedy Japan but enye omo maka no. Because on the wire, I can give you a list of Anyama wire. You will even be surprised. So, anti near can delegates mutie. Yet to me, mistake beyond after this long period of independence. Yet in fact your boy for any speech givers. Any academicians in metro say omo mubu man. Mumia for be a waye bida. Enye. No, the bamiya tumpong. Oh, abrabom. And yes, the youth will continue to complain about unemployment, whatever it is. And now call Potter, Obi Johnny, any Ghanaian who have, in fact, Abroche now ordered that. But for some, for buy and Okaya, who people were happy to come back home. And then suddenly what happened? Everybody is running away. And because the developed world have also opened up. It's a sad story. And it reflects that GDA woman, your man penny for dear Nimuno. Asa Honorable Kennedy Japan about say, forget about what happened in the past. He's going to lead Ghana in a different way and different style to ensure say Sanya man dia no kapa no on the one for no meka or kape ade no ye. See ade yo. Enye boshe na afa nchen boshe na afa nchen. That's not the way to lead. And the image government way when it comes to promises is in question. Because ABCD no. But Kennedy has not made any promise about failing. For Lebanon, that's I was excited. They mentioned Obiba JK. They mentioned Honorable Kennedy Japan, some other people. Say, Omaka, message on the buy.
Yeah, I remember.
Kennedy Nkwane Tikoye, Ekoboamo, or mobilizes from others. I didn't account of the Kokoboamo Dion Baye. Obiba JK Wante. He was busy giving speeches. And to him say Ghana and Nika Babia, uye penina sawa badaya. It should be your priority. He didn't bother. And this is the man who is telling you vote for me so that I will be your boss and will not bother about your worries. It is serious. And look, that time we budget no official capacity as the second gentleman of the land. He didn't even respond. And he please Ghana for mummy and too many power over junior home.
Okay. Canada Japan actually promises say Obe put it together engineers from KNUST and artisans and more Swamazin. Na Swamazina e wo hon musisi a ye kasa yi no. Ya turning into car manufacturing hub. Ya ombetumi aboa manufacture cars e wo hon. Now hear this. There's this man who is also a staunch supporter of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Ajiman Richard, na or the peace be about out. What title no, the joke of an ignorant rant. Say no, coming kind first paragraph. The claim by Honorable Kennedy Japan, an Npp Flagbearership aspirant, that he would turn Swamazin enclave into a car manufacturing hub instead of its current state of maintenance shops should be ignored and treated with utmost contempt that any lie would desire. Why? Then he went ahead. There's no imperial research or even any practical evidence that supports any justification that the bank rollers of car manufacturing companies have to be the president of the country within which their companies operate to establish such. The question, therefore, is why has Kennedy Japan, with bragging rights about many businesses which employ such an imaginary huge number of employees, not venture into such for as many years as he claims to have loved the people of Ashanti in the magazine enclave? It goes on and on and on. But now person may bringing it to what kind?
But I just heard you read it.
Okay.
Words I'm be using might not be palatable. I never bomb pass in your patience. Exactly, so that I don't use it. But this is the level of ignorance in academia. Look at the kind of English he's writing. So, and he does it because he's ignorant and empty-headed. He thinks somebody's like him. On what basis are you saying this? The man says that, give me the president, I will use the resources of the country to establish that. And you are saying he can't do it. Yet in his private life, he's not boasting of companies. They are there to see. Is it not true that he has a starch factory?
Yeah.
Is it not true that he has a coal store? Is it not true that he's presently building a steel factory? And to such a man, speaking with ignorance and stupidity, what is it that he's saying?
Yes, he is high. We're down with it.
No, but look at such things, such emptiness.
You prayed.
Yes, because such statements, and these are the people who are asking you to give them power, because they don't believe that anything can happen. Obi onyi ni se bibi besi ndo di se bibi besi wan also to ababa no. Enti mese atiefo any delegates, they should not listen to such people. They are empty-headed. They went to school to learn English language, and that is all. And I can say school no. That's the problem we have. I can tell you with confidence that most of our once COVID by and doctors here in the local herbs for entity. So here, do you know the basis, the kind of learning that they have learned? Senka, omo onimdia said the herbalists no one come say there is potential in herbs. They don't have it. Yet we have given them names and qualifications, and so we see them to be people who are capable of solving medical. Yeah. But look, they have to try anyajuma. Yes, and see, this is the level of ignorant people who are leading this country because they have attended school and learned the white man's mind. I'm telling you the truth. Practical wisdom is better than academic wisdom. Kennedy Japan has done it. He has practiced it. Now he's still factory. No Ghanaian has one. Presently, they are all owned by foreigners. And it's all kind of that and maybe so be ya and on yeah. Car manufacturing yes near there. Last Oshia lectures and I was present. I was excited that day. Come and listen to what the kind of research material the lecturers are presenting and saying that they have done the research. They are on tables. Nobody is willing to help them implement them. And so that ignorant man who is speaking, so per uncle lectures, they may say, okay, I promise you 1 million Ghana cedis started hatchery a year. One year, Turkey hatchery a year. I say, share the technology behind it. The one presently being used, way higher than it. But Oniska, nobody is prepared to support him. And on any part, no more more investment in agriculture. And so I'm you see, and so these people who sit by and say, "Untiminya just obintiminya," Kennedy aye bia me yehu obeye. Let's just say, onka omo man omo shenebo says so we need to mean. They are ready to avail their expertise to ensure that he's a successful president. That's what they called him to tell him. And all that they will say, the resources are available here. Now, young men who have had the education from Harvard and other places come back home, they are doing their researches. And they tell you about how most of them who came back have left because of frustration. And look, Munye Kennedy ni, if for nothing at all. Because when they Yahunuda, Kennedy there. As president, nobody knows what he can do. But as a private man, we all know what he has done. And we believe, sir, it is better to elect such a man. Because so maybe could have brank for me because I'm a professional. But there's a need to drum home, say, please, bre. Bre. What is stories now? Tanko Edin, Oko officer, Nipa to do about Edin. Meanwhile, we have the resources. Our candidate speaks about the kind of contract that is signed, and he pointed at lawyers. There's a lawyer here, and I wonder how they're able to go and enter into agreement, give everything to the white man, and leave us with 3%. When there are countries around Africa who are taking 40%. And it's a Unimkura, couldn't you have fallen on those countries and looked at the agreement? Exactly, and negotiated. But because of corruption, forever. And that is the kind of leadership that we don't want in this country. We want selfless people. At least we know for sure. Second this year, come material things there. No problem. And there be some other things no better there, but material things there on penya. So, Natanko, Ajapadia no wate? Ajapadia Ghana na ya wele among Grovobino.
Sir.
Oh, me ref me bank me the copy bre o ma kan.
Oh, okay.
I can agree with you if you are bold enough and you can read the pages. You'll be shocked that Ghana has been devised to a group of people, and this contest have a full page in that way, seeking to ensure that Alan Chamatin doesn't become a president, and that they give it to Obiba JK so that they can prepare their project candidate to come and take over in the future.
Angel.
It's been executed so well.
So well. And I came to tell Asantis, who have ears to listen to me, that there is a will, and will no particularly is against Asantis because they said that Alan Cash was from Ashanti region. They wouldn't let him. And the document is available. You have opportunity to serialize no. Na Ghana who say, so me mistake, forever this country will be enslaved. Your independence, here's a group we be country How can you sit down and plan that this group of people should have this country, take dominion over the country, and then, please, and the more this part of the country, no, the entire rain course, no, a Japan muni paragraph, a Japan chair, no, Asante region is share, and to for now, Mudi and Nimu, prosecutors are there, no. We are waiting for them here. The story of Tia. Oma Mudi and Nimu, no. Parliamentarians, also for Asante region, Omudia Japan and Nimu, no. That is their new name, Tia, the group of Tians. One more. We are going to address their issue. So, who document him, so, moment, no one can. So, what time, what dear? It's quite interesting. And in Namin Tiasia, so, I didn't have political party, you form the power. Na party be popular candidate, no some of the unpopular candidate. In fact, I meditated upon it for a long time. Then in my search,
I was a break no more.
Me that who na then I will be yakotuaba political party be ye pese di to me.
Yeah.
Na MPP what candidate do popular for be national security aye survey about party research team aye obi oye bia say e honorable candidate no mo pe candidate aye ntoma no enti ho na me ko hu ajapade na say okay I now understand ajapade ehuma bi aya tura say ye Ghana amankrofo bi because it didn't make sense who candidate obetima win me wo papa and this new my client penny pa okumawu about me na no ofre me
Angel.
Os lawyer mo ya convert me na me say dey os mo ya convert me na mo me ka kire os mutimi papa no Kennedy nkwa dia meto abarama mo o yan this pa stand pa os an gidi kokko ni with all this yes ye pe obi ba JK aden ono say wako opposition ground next time na ne ho akono apparently they are training their takeover project candidate so that they will use this man and in the future come back. And who are Asante region ha na say sa campaign we who dis agrofo echi a we Kwame Tua. We Kwame Tua. You would have betrayed the kingdom. Because we have just discovered say sa agrofo bi na empese Asante ni be di ade enti no me de omo ye no. Na how can Alan get 10 votes in Asante region? Enti delegates won't hear me. I ain't for me for the opportunity. Me can't hear mom go to a hini near see a hini for. Yenny a door swan. I will say you in them. Me can't hear them. Some munimam koto about Bonmo Bibajika. Nothing will happen. Send a development. Yes, so many Jaho. Yes, so say I'll cause so Bruno. Huh? Sanya forever. When we see a development, you will have it. Yes, so airport to cry a jaya. A phase 2. Kejetia ewen ya yi omu nyina adi omu tifie ya sisi kani ho ukọ akra ba bia ye construct kiti
buku as stretchy
ye ni gidi enye sika kro no a enti let us be mindful of these things. You see, one more makoji sika omu don fi so bekasa by heart because they think that they are thinking of their stomach. No, me at my age, I don't need my stomach for anything. I need to fight a good fight for my people. And that is exactly what we are doing. And we will say it as it is. No kura ni yebeka. Yenim se nyame so ta yachi. Na no hini bi frɛ me. Os wa kire se wo bema. Mensuro na dom ta wachi na me na me da se piao. Was it dom ta machi. And enu tie be bie so. Sa sentiment de di akunya no bi enyeye. And yen kofo obi mfiri ba bi mra no medi. No obedi wi ana ya training ye project candidate. No I bet take you over. I'm quoting them, project candidate. No I bet take you over. Who project candidate? I O2 for Chiame and a T UP. O2 for Chiame. History ought to be said right. Or Sharon or someone Chiame say me meti sigawa confuse me to me. Double in politics. Kote party. And you want to talk of ownership. This is where it's coming from. Now also Mas Antini Nibi. Mas Antini Nibi. Delegates Bekasa. The Bekasa loud.
Angel.
Say nukure. Party no. Yenchichemu. Ye pedodo na aka ho. Yenchemu. Enti obi a wabota say wo yiyim achichemu de. O say yini sinchen. Ni adi nipa ono beba. Abedi ade. Look, I've heard serious comments. I actually say it is one party. So and you will be careful. It is meant to tailor bibi a best share party na fit no. Now some day obi kan bebre because Obiba JK started contest way. I have his tapes. He said he was chosen because he's a Muslim. That's what he said. So that is religious. Osako baby, another ayi. They were all and they are not palatable. We have met and said that let us not go there. So to be a studio, no dear term, no cancer. He provoked us to go there. Because deliberately we have decided not to use that kind of politics. Senebeya, there will be unity. But who are now things same be better transit on can. Now, also can say bomb pass but now hope you also want to do damage. But it is one party. And then so party now say you who say the Alan Chia you deprive of your appointments. Make a story be lady be catch me, you'll be shocked. Just because he supported Allah.
That is the same party.
The same party. And he can you never to make to sa.
That's not democracy.
It's not democracy. Now Obiakofa nomination form. I have feeling of contest and yeah, the adjutant because your man step down. On step down said DNT. And why did you invite people to pick the forms? So I don't know when we got to this point though. And please, delegates, mumi anye party ni si.
Angel.
One more yes ano. Omni pani obiba jeke. Mumi anye party ni si wo. Na party ni anye ni seni tete no. That roach harmony others where you know. Yenye kama. Yes, idea. Look, the possibility of having a divided party is huge. Can you go and call Alan in the face of what has happened and his complaints? So I'm gonna make campaign Obi.
It brings me to my next question. Say second Japan. Say when in November 4th, no, he won't campaign for the party in 2024. It's being said around.
Yeah.
What it? No correct.
No, no correct. In fact, the conditional statement.
Oh,
what they
okay.
say? Se bibia kose ne ye penu na se ya hihye no. There he has no right. He's a party person. We the party na tiache wo. Why invest your party in panso?
You be free
and fair. Obe support to obia, especially bo me amana contest. But chinchim san hunane. I know that obviously, and that is the caution. In fact, it is in that context that he made that statement. What does he say? Hey, say utimi we chinchim sa. Uma haya hawa Yakubu nkodidi matem.
How
Kumsin sorry. Nkodidi matem. Now my country them on the same platform so. And he was just cautioning them. Be careful. Over Kennedy, the campaign here no. He hardly talks about personalities. So. Every comment he has made that FOB hono. Now it came out of a question.
Response to
what did I say?
Yeah.
But say no, no, he's concentrated. After all, he has a message. Uka says a party where episode then no am party no beka bukuma. Ghana then no am Ghana beka bukuma. Did not quite attack you? He has no reason to do that. Now the issue of him being presidential, no, a academic problem. The kind of mindset that you
presidential.
Yes, presidential need all kind of establishment bottom. The one kasa on a presidential. One cancer. Now who was your opinion or see what was your fear? No, a gentleman. One more matimaya bibu abrabum bia no bia no gentleman. Yeah, last na me kana temperament na mo kano. Leader bia no ha only temperament what me develop in the country. Leader bia no. Look, you can't Jerry Rawlings, me MPP ni, but I cannot hide the achievement and the impact of Jerry in Ghana.
Sure.
How did he do it? Temperament.
Angel.
A temperament no there. And please, the temperament, you know, if it is going to add to the country and bring good things, why not? Let's weigh the two and find out which one will help us, the youth in particular. Or no bit my jumano. So bit my jumana so kokwo. Na so kan some function no be kan bia wa. It is better we have the work done than say be agumalagu ho. Say papa edu ni kukontimu nya Ghana na Ghana nkoso nsai. Because you hear nipa etron from university, you hear your national security problem very shortly. Because who trainee graduates, now they will have to find a way of surviving. And it will become a national security issue. That is why your urgent need as a country to vote for somebody who can resolve all these problems. The Ukraine went to me anya there. With the money beyond the oil na who maintain the status quo. So I'm saying, but wait there, in Kurano. In fact, if you know how much I can the Japan see complaining about Niema, but because he's not a cabinet minister, because now some for say yefano. Yeah, I'm far short in the baby.
Yeah.
And he is saying that now give me the ability to take decisions for the country. Mami Akonya met me there at two and more country, no. And the best way to do it, they say about two president Amano. And you're ultimately on the 2 minute kurano. And it's a person or shape or bay. Or pursue railway obey. Now, so the parliament here, Shem Radia, obey much an but it will not impact upon the decision. And Nunti, and yes, a Monto Obama, Honorable Kennedy, or in Japan. No me for my niso. Now, before this one, Yenina, Yanibadi, Yabasere, Bantima, Abe, another city. Because we're sure Mubo. Bantima. So what's now? Or say, Ojarika, Quahono.
Yeah.
Enti anunti owonkaye asanteman so obeka asanteman enye se de ye ne anei yetutu ani agya ho asanteman ye prekesen. We need somebody who concentrate on.
And so because of the submarine tactics that you have adopted this time around, no yenhumu sana
o media there.
No, but with the delegates.
Yes, no.
Exactly. In large numbers.
No. But so when him say be showdown work 30th.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that. I want to say
we enhye bia 30th.
8 days from now.
That is so.
Which is Ochina week arameboa.
Ochina week.
Yeah.
That be Ochina 2 is another Ochina week.
30th.
30th.
And then 22nd though.
Oh, Ochina week.
Ochina week.
Very well. So e be converge your Swami roundabout.
Okay.
Near originally from macro, but quite now more to
no year or no.
Mututu and Untino.
Omoye.
Okay, Omoye. You welcome a job. Swami roundabout near before Manimuha.
Angel.
Abba Bantima.
Okay.
You do confirm not here near Gia near far Asiaho.
Okay.
Yakofa Doom. Na ya converge your Jubilee Park.
Showdown walk.
Ken
Nangaza
Obeba. Ne you be there by some kind of rally.
Yeah.
Oma wabo omo abrabum for evidence sake. They will come and testify. The we are no akasa hye yebo. Na di dwumadi na ba wie ne asantie si submarine ne to aso akosi se emre ne beso.
Okay.
Na delegates be kire se ampa. MPP e onim defo mu nti yemfa sika en na dawo. Na emum omo conscience no me beto
Angels.
na me gidi se omo to abasa anso a Ghana be ye de biom.
Right. It is a man that be giant san ye wie nkomo no.
Well, me ko na me se esi ahene na tu ahene for abutie me anei. Se mamunye mistake. Muntu abanoma honorable Kennedy Japan. Ya kan sem ni pi ono betima ye. Omo no omko contest no, ono nko na betima ye. Omo aka ne de adwuma ne form no mo ye the dream of initiating their own projects is not there. Otherwise, and come be dia de obenya position ko mo nyina ye adwuma no bi obi anu a ye adwuma yam san fa no say head teacher no ma ye adwuma no enyima na ketua enye no na kana pe ye pe obi a ono a be bie o de na adwene e be bie nyuma no form ideas. Tourism. If you listen to him about tourism, you'll be excited. Yeah. So that at the end of the day, these young ones, Ebenya, Ejumaye, na Abrabonso aye dem, medamasi.
Lawyer Yenso, yeda se lawyer William Kusi, in charge of communication for Kennedy Japan campaign team in the Ashanti region, and yetin and Enano Payno. I'm very sure Nyami Aduma next week Friday. You will see a share. Lawyer, grateful.